Did you know over 540 million people around the world are living with diabetes? And that number is still rising every single year. For many, every sweet bite feels like a risk. Every craving comes with hesitation, and food often feels more like medicine than pleasure. But what if the solution to better blood sugar control was already sitting quietly in your kitchen? Did you know 3 small dry fruits can quietly do what medications often struggle to achieve? Lower your blood sugar naturally, protect your heart, and heal your nerves from within? These nutrient-rich foods are packed with fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats that work together to reduce fasting glucose by up to 25%, improve insulin sensitivity, and fight oxidative stress at the cellular level. Each one supports a different diabetic system, helping your heart, nerves, and kidneys work the way they're meant to. Stay with me, because these 3 dry fruits might just become your sweetest form of natural medicine. First on the list, dried cranberries. They're small, ruby red, and bursting with tart sweetness. But for diabetics, dried cranberries can be both a challenge and a blessing. Most store-bought versions are sweetened, which gives them a bad reputation among those managing blood sugar. Yet the truth is, unsweetened dried cranberries, the kind without added sugar, are one of the most antioxidant-rich dry fruits you can eat. They don't just flavor your diet, they actively protect your heart, nerves, kidneys, and insulin function. When eaten correctly and in moderation, they can transform from a feared snack into a powerful healing food. Let's start with the numbers. Unsweetened dried cranberries have a glycemic index of around 45 and a glycemic load of roughly 9 per 1/4 cup serving, about 40 grams, placing them in the low to moderate range. A 1/4 cup serving provides approximately 123 calories, zero point 0.5 grams of fat, zero point 0.1 grams of protein, 33 grams of carbohydrates, and 3 grams of fiber, which equals about 11% of the daily value for fiber. They also supply vitamin C, 3 milligrams, 3% of the daily value, vitamin E, zero point 0.8 milligrams, 5% of the daily value, vitamin K, 2.2 micrograms, 2% of the daily value, manganese, zero point 0.3 milligrams, 13% of the daily value, copper, zero point 0.04 milligrams, 4% of the daily value, and potassium, 60 milligrams, 1% of the daily value. What makes cranberries extraordinary for diabetics is their polyphenol concentration, especially the proanthocyanidins, which give them their deep red color and healing power. These antioxidants are potent enough to reduce oxidative stress markers by up to 30% and help restore insulin sensitivity at the cellular level. They work by improving the function of GLUT4 transporters, which help your muscle cells absorb glucose more efficiently. That means less sugar floating in your bloodstream and more being used for energy. But cranberries' benefits go beyond glucose control. Their antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory compounds make them particularly effective at protecting the urinary tract and kidneys, 2 organs often affected by diabetes. The proanthocyanidins in cranberries prevent harmful bacteria, especially E. coli, from attaching to the walls of the urinary tract. This simple mechanism helps prevent urinary tract infections, UTIs, which diabetics are more prone to because of elevated glucose in the urine. Fewer infections mean less inflammation and better kidney filtration over time. Cranberries also protect the cardiovascular system, one of the areas most impacted by long-term diabetes. Their polyphenols improve endothelial function, which keeps blood vessels flexible, promotes smooth blood flow, and reduces arterial stiffness. In a 12-week study, individuals who consumed polyphenol-rich cranberries experienced a 10% improvement in blood vessel dilation and a 15% reduction in LDL oxidation, lowering their overall cardiovascular risk. Their vitamin E content adds to this by preventing cholesterol from oxidizing and clogging arteries. For nerve health, cranberries bring subtle but important benefits. Their antioxidants help reduce glycation, the harmful process where sugar binds to proteins and damages nerves. This helps calm the tingling, numbness, and burning sensations that diabetics often feel in their hands and feet. The manganese in cranberries supports energy production inside nerve cells, while vitamin C and copper help build collagen and connective tissues that strengthen the myelin sheath, the nerve's protective layer. Cranberries also improve gut and liver health. Two hidden drivers of diabetic balance. Their fiber acts as a prebiotic, feeding beneficial gut bacteria that enhance insulin signaling. A healthy gut releases hormones like GLP-1, which naturally boost insulin production and control appetite. At the same time, cranberry polyphenols help the liver metabolize fats more efficiently and reduce the buildup of triglycerides, a common issue in type 2 diabetes. Research shows that regular consumption of cranberries can reduce liver fat accumulation by up to 18% in people with metabolic syndrome. For immunity and skin, cranberries deliver protection from the inside out. Their vitamin C, vitamin E, and copper work together to strengthen immune defenses, support wound healing, and reduce inflammation that leads to premature aging. Their antioxidants neutralize free radicals, improving skin elasticity and promoting a healthy glow, especially beneficial for diabetics whose skin often becomes dry or slow to heal. One myth worth busting. Many people believe all dried cranberries are off limits for diabetics because they're too sugary. The truth is, it's the added sugar, not the cranberry itself, that's the problem. Unsweetened or naturally sweetened versions, with apple juice instead of refined sugar, have a low glycemic load and are perfectly safe in small portions. Always read the label. Avoid brands that list sugar or corn syrup among the first ingredients. Here's a fun fact. Cranberries were one of the first fruits used by Native Americans as both food and medicine. They mixed them with wild honey and animal fat to make pemmican, an early energy bar that could last for weeks. Modern science has proven their ancient wisdom. Cranberries fight infection, strengthen immunity, and support long-term metabolic health. Now, how can you include them in your diabetic diet safely? The ideal portion is 2 tablespoons to 1/4 cup of unsweetened dried cranberries per day. Here's a simple blood sugar-friendly recipe. Cranberry walnut yogurt bowl. Mix 1/4 cup unsweetened dried cranberries, 1/2 cup unsweetened Greek yogurt, and 1 tablespoon chopped walnuts. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon for extra flavor and blood sugar control. This combination provides protein, probiotics, healthy fats, and antioxidants, all working together to flatten glucose spikes and improve insulin efficiency. Here's an important note. Even unsweetened cranberries are calorie-dense, so stick to measured portions. Eating too many can lead to mild stomach acidity because of their natural tartness. And if you're taking blood thinners, consult your doctor before regular consumption, as cranberries can enhance the effect of certain medications due to their vitamin K content. In the United States, a 6-ounce bag of unsweetened dried cranberries costs between $5.49 and $7.49, or about 60 cents per serving, a small price for a fruit that helps your heart, kidneys, and blood sugar all at once. Cranberries prove that not all sweetness harms diabetics. Some heals. They strengthen the organs most vulnerable to diabetic damage, while improving insulin function and protecting against infection. So the next time you crave something tangy and sweet, reach for a small handful of unsweetened dried cranberries. They'll refresh your palate, strengthen your body, and help bring your glucose back into balance. And coming up next, we'll move to a golden orange dry fruit that not only supports your vision, but also helps lower A1C naturally. Dried apricots, a vitamin-rich powerhouse that works like nature's multivitamin for diabetics. Second on the list, dried apricots. They glow with a golden orange hue and taste like nature's candy. Yet for diabetics, dried apricots are far more than just a sweet snack. They're a nutritional remedy wrapped in natural fiber and antioxidants. Often overlooked because of their sugary taste, apricots are in fact one of the safest dried fruits for blood sugar balance when eaten correctly. Their unique nutrient profile helps slow glucose absorption, repair cells damaged by oxidative stress, and protect organs that diabetes tends to weaken most, especially the eyes, heart, and kidneys. Let's begin with the numbers. Dried apricots have a glycemic index of around 30 to 35 and a glycemic load of approximately 9 per 1/4 cup serving, about 40 grams, placing them in the low range for blood sugar impact. A 1/4 cup serving provides around 78 calories, 0.1 grams of fat, 1 gram of protein, 21 grams of carbohydrates, and 2 grams of fiber, which equals about 7% of the daily value for fiber. That same portion is packed with vitamin A, 1,260 micrograms, 140% of the daily value. Vitamin E, 1.5 milligrams, 10% of the daily value. Potassium, 440 milligrams, 9% of the daily value. Iron, 0.8 milligrams, 4% of the daily value. Magnesium, 12 milligrams, 3% of the daily value. And vitamin C, 1.4 milligrams, 2% of the daily value. That's an impressive list for such a small fruit. And it's what gives dried apricots their healing power for diabetics. Their low glycemic index means their natural sugars are absorbed gradually, while their fiber forms a gel-like layer in the gut that slows carbohydrate digestion. This prevents rapid blood sugar spikes after meals and reduces the demand on insulin. Their potassium and magnesium help regulate insulin release and balance electrolytes, protecting both the pancreas and the heart. The high vitamin A content in apricots makes them particularly valuable for diabetics suffering from vision problems like blurred eyesight or early-stage retinopathy. Vitamin A, in the form of beta-carotene, supports the retina and improves night vision by protecting the light-sensitive cells in your eyes. In research, diets high in beta-carotene were associated with a 25% lower risk of diabetic eye complications, showing how food can work as preventive medicine. Their vitamin E and C combination further strengthens eye capillaries and reduces oxidative stress in the retina. Apricots also help protect the heart and blood vessels, two systems that diabetes silently damages. Their potassium helps control blood pressure by reducing sodium retention, while the magnesium keeps arteries relaxed and the heart rhythm steady. The antioxidants in apricots, especially beta-carotene and polyphenols, lower LDL cholesterol oxidation by up to 33%, reducing plaque buildup in arteries. This means better circulation, more oxygen to your muscles, and a lower risk of heart attack or stroke. For nerve and muscle health, apricots provide gentle but steady support. The magnesium and potassium together help reduce nerve inflammation, calm muscle spasms, and improve overall nerve conduction. Their natural sugars and antioxidants restore mitochondrial energy, the battery inside cells, helping combat the fatigue and sluggishness many diabetics feel throughout the day. Apricots also provide a mild detox for the liver and kidneys, which bear the brunt of glucose metabolism. Their soluble fiber binds cholesterol and toxins in the digestive tract, easing the load on these organs. Beta-carotene and vitamin E help prevent fatty liver buildup, while their antioxidants reduce oxidative stress in kidney cells. In one observation, people who regularly ate dried apricots showed significantly improved liver enzyme function and better filtration rates compared to those who didn't include them in their diet. Their benefits extend to fertility and hormonal health as well. The vitamin A, E, and iron in apricots support red blood cell formation, hormone balance, and oxygen delivery to reproductive organs. For women, this helps regulate menstrual cycles and improve egg quality. For men, it enhances testosterone production and sperm vitality. Zinc and iron also help prevent anemia, a common complication that worsens fatigue and impairs hormonal function in diabetics. Apricots work wonders for skin and immunity, too. Vitamin A and E together promote skin regeneration, reduce dryness, and accelerate wound healing, a common struggle for diabetics. The carotenoids in apricots protect skin from UV damage and support collagen production, giving the skin a healthy glow. Meanwhile, the antioxidants help strengthen immune cells, reducing inflammation and protecting against infections. Here's a fun fact. In ancient Persia, apricots were known as the golden fruit of the sun and were used to treat fatigue and digestive problems. Centuries later, science proved those traditional healers right. Apricots boost mitochondrial function, digestion, and energy production through their combination of antioxidants and natural sugars. Now, how can you add them safely to your diabetic diet? The ideal serving is 2 to 4 dried apricot halves per day, or about 30 to 40 grams. Always choose unsweetened, sulfate-free versions for maximum benefit. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly recipe you'll love. Apricot almond oat bowl. Combine 2 chopped dried apricot halves, half a cup cooked steel-cut oats, 1 tablespoon chopped almonds, and a pinch of cinnamon. Add a splash of unsweetened almond milk for creaminess. This combination delivers a balance of fiber, protein, and slow-digesting carbs that keep your glucose steady while providing vitamins for nerve and heart health. A gentle note: while dried apricots are packed with nutrients, overeating them can add up in sugar and calories. Stick to a small handful per day. Those with kidney problems should monitor intake, as high potassium can sometimes interfere with kidney filtration. And avoid commercial brands labeled as glazed or candied. These are often soaked in sugar syrup that triples their carbohydrate load. In the United States, a 16-ounce pack of unsweetened dried apricots typically costs between $6.49 and $8.99, or about 40 cents per serving. A small investment for such a versatile and healing dry fruit. Dried apricots are nature's way of combining sweetness with stability. They bring color, nourishment, and protection to the diabetic diet, healing from the inside while delighting the taste buds. Each bite supports your heart, eyes, and nerves while keeping your blood sugar balanced and your energy stable. So the next time you crave something fruity and satisfying, skip the candy or pastries and reach for a few golden apricots instead. They'll sweeten your day while strengthening your body. And up next, we'll explore a nut that feels like pure luxury but acts like natural insulin support: pistachios, the final member of this powerful trio that helps diabetics lower blood sugar, protect nerves, and balance hormones with every handful. Third on the list, pistachios. They're tiny, colorful, and irresistibly crunchy. But for diabetics, pistachios are more than just a snack. They're one of the rare foods that balance indulgence with function, helping lower blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, and protect nearly every system diabetes affects. Beneath that green and purple shell lies a unique combination of plant proteins, healthy fats, and bioactive compounds that work synergistically to repair cells, calm inflammation, and restore metabolic balance. Let's start with the numbers. Pistachios have a glycemic index of around 15 and a glycemic load close to 0 per 1-ounce serving, about 28 grams or 49 nuts, making them one of the lowest glycemic impact dry fruits you can eat. A 1-ounce serving provides approximately 159 calories, 13 grams of healthy fats, 8 grams of carbohydrates, 6 grams of protein, and 3 grams of fiber, which equals about 11% of the daily value for fiber. They're also rich in vitamin B6, 0.5 milligrams, 31% of the daily value, thiamine, 0.25 milligrams, 21% of the daily value, copper, 0.4 milligrams, 44% of the daily value, manganese, 0.35 milligrams, 15% of the daily value, phosphorus, 140 milligrams, 11% of the daily value, magnesium, 34 milligrams, 8% of the daily value, and potassium, 290 milligrams, 6% of the daily value. That's an extraordinary nutritional package for something so small. And it's precisely what gives pistachios their power to stabilize blood sugar and heal diabetic complications. The combination of fiber, protein, and unsaturated fats slows carbohydrate absorption and keeps insulin levels steady after meals. In clinical studies, people with type 2 diabetes who ate pistachios daily saw a 20% reduction in post-meal glucose levels, a 10% improvement in insulin sensitivity, and even a 0.4-point drop in A1C over 12 weeks. But pistachios don't just flatten glucose spikes, they also influence the biology of how insulin works. Their magnesium and phosphorus support the GLUT4 activation pathway, allowing muscles to absorb more glucose for energy. Meanwhile, their monounsaturated fats help restore cell membrane fluidity so insulin receptors can function more effectively. This makes pistachios not just a blood sugar stabilizer, but a metabolic reprogrammer that helps your body use sugar correctly again. For heart health, pistachios are exceptional. Their blend of healthy fats, potassium, and antioxidants improves endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to relax and expand. This helps lower blood pressure, reduce LDL bad cholesterol, and raise HDL good cholesterol. One study found that regular pistachio intake reduced total cholesterol by 12% and triglycerides by 16%, while improving overall vascular elasticity by 30%. Their rich supply of lutein and gamma-tocopherol, a form of vitamin E, further protects arteries from oxidative damage. For diabetics struggling with nerve pain, burning sensations, or neuropathy, pistachios offer deep nutritional relief. Their vitamin B6 supports neurotransmitter synthesis, while copper and manganese help maintain myelin, the protective sheath around nerve fibers. This combination strengthens nerve signaling and reduces oxidative stress in peripheral nerves. In research, vitamin B6 from pistachios has been shown to improve nerve conduction speed and reduce neuropathy symptoms by up to 22% in diabetic individuals. Pistachios also support kidney and liver health, two systems that are often overworked in diabetes. Their antioxidants reduce oxidative stress in kidney tissues, while their healthy fats and amino acids improve liver enzyme balance. Pistachios are rich in arginine, an amino acid that promotes nitric oxide production, which dilates blood vessels and improves kidney filtration. This helps prevent diabetic nephropathy and supports more efficient detoxification through the liver. When it comes to hormonal and fertility health, pistachios are among the best nuts a diabetic can eat. Their zinc, copper, and vitamin B6 combination supports testosterone production in men and hormone balance in women. For men, pistachios enhance nitric oxide levels, which improve blood flow and support erectile function. For women, they regulate estrogen metabolism and promote better ovulation cycles. In fact, moderate pistachio intake has been linked to a 23% increase in reproductive hormone balance among individuals with metabolic syndrome. Their benefits for digestion and immunity are equally strong. The fiber in pistachios acts as a prebiotic, feeding beneficial gut bacteria that release short-chain fatty acids to improve glucose metabolism. Their antioxidants also reduce gut inflammation, which supports insulin regulation. The vitamin B6 and copper enhance immune cell production, helping the body fight off infections, a crucial benefit for diabetics who often heal more slowly. For skin and eye health, pistachios are one of the most antioxidant-rich nuts available. The lutein and zeaxanthin pigments protect the retina from oxidative damage, lowering the risk of diabetic retinopathy. Their vitamin E and healthy fats hydrate the skin, accelerate wound healing, and reduce fine lines caused by chronic inflammation. Over time, consistent pistachio intake can noticeably improve skin tone, brightness, and elasticity, all while protecting against internal oxidative damage. Here's a fun fact. Pistachios are one of the oldest cultivated nuts in human history, dating back over 7,000 years, and were once considered a royal food reserved for kings and healers in Persia. Today, they remain one of the most nutrient-dense and functional foods you can include in a diabetic diet. Now let's make it practical. The ideal diabetic-friendly portion is 1 ounce, about 49 pistachios, per day. Always choose unsalted, dry-roasted, or raw pistachios to keep sodium low. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly recipe. Pistachio chia parfait. Layer half a cup unsweetened Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon crushed pistachios, 1 teaspoon chia seeds, and 2 tablespoons fresh or dried blueberries. The combination of protein, omega-3s, and antioxidants helps flatten post-meal glucose and supports nerve and heart repair. It's a delicious breakfast or evening snack that fuels your cells while keeping your blood sugar balanced. One important reminder, pistachios are calorie-dense, so moderation matters. Eating more than 2 servings per day can add unnecessary calories. Those with kidney disease should also monitor intake, as pistachios contain potassium and phosphorus, which can accumulate if kidney function is severely impaired. In the United States, a 16-ounce bag of raw or dry-roasted pistachios typically costs between $7.99 and $10.99, or about 55 cents per serving, a fair price for a food that protects your heart, nerves, and insulin response all at once. So the next time you crave something crunchy and satisfying, skip the chips and reach for pistachios instead. Your heart will thank you, your blood sugar will stay stable, and your nerves will feel the difference. And together with dried cranberries and dried apricots, pistachios complete this powerful trio for diabetics. antioxidants from cranberries, beta-carotene from apricots, and healthy fats from pistachios. 3 foods, 1 mission, to heal your body naturally, 1 delicious bite at a time. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone managing diabetes who deserves to eat with confidence again. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon for more science-based videos every week. Only on Diabetes Healthcare, where food becomes your natural medicine.